Good evening, guys. It's about 8 o'clock. First of all, I want to thank everyone for taking the time out of their busy day, whether you're listening to this live or whether you're tuning in via YouTube or watching this off of freeconferencecall.com. I know you guys are busy. For anything like me, you're the kind of person who wants to get the most degree, or the highest degree of results in the least amount of time. So over the next 6 months, this is going to be an excellent way for us to reach out together as a group and for me to impart a little bit of my wisdom and my understanding, my experience over the last 10 plus years with going to college for diet and fitness, or sorry, health and fitness management, making a real passion out of personal training, out of drug-free bodybuilding, and out of just living a healthy lifestyle. So thank you so much, guys. As we do this 6-month body transformation challenge, I want you guys to know that this is not about me. This is about you. Funny thing is, when you find in life that most, if not all, of your needs are being met, you tend to want to help others. It would be very easy for me to just do this transformation myself, for me to diet down for another bodybuilding show, and it's not really branch out. And there's something very sad about that. I want to get as many people involved as I possibly can. I took down my website that I had sold diet and fitness ebooks and services off of over the last week or so because first I read the Bible, and it says, buy the truth and sell it not, nor wisdom nor instruction. You have to forgive me, I don't remember the rest of the verse, but it's Proverbs 23:23. And basically made me realize, I really want to help people. That's the biggest reason I got in health and fitness is seeing, being heavy when I was younger. A lot of the struggles I had, I want to help other people get out of those same struggles, those same body image issues. So what I'm going to do with this first conference call is I'm going to give you guys a brief overview of the program. You'll notice right now, if you hop on the line, that your phone is muted. And I'm doing that because the first half or so of every one of these conference calls that we do every single week is going to be one directional. It's going to be me talking to you. It's going to be me giving you guys a little instruction, a little experience, and then talking about these homework assignments and talking about the topic for the week. After that, I'm going to open it up for Q&A. That's your chance to ask me anything you want. You can ask me about different supplements, about different quote-unquote diet pills, different exercise routines, different things that you've seen, different successes you've had, different struggles you've had. Open to any and all feedback and any and all questions, because again, this is about me doing as much as I possibly can to help you guys. So after thinking about it, what ultimately is going to happen is a brief overview of this program is I'm going to take 6 months. And the reason I'm doing it over 6 months, I think that's probably the least amount of time I could use to really give you guys a real depth of knowledge and understanding of everything you need to know to build an outstanding physique, drug-free, and to live that kind of healthy lifestyle, both mentally and physically, and also to see through a lot of the lies and the misinformation in the fitness industry. I've seen it all. I've seen a lot of bad supplement companies pushing products that aren't even proven safe. I've seen personal trainers ripping off their clients, giving them bad information. And I've seen a lot of people selling ebooks and other information products online that are just very subpar. And I've been down that road myself too. I couldn't tell you how many hundreds of dollars I've spent on different products, hoping for that one that would finally give me the results I was looking for. And there's so much information that, especially with the internet, we all have smartphones now for the most part, that lack of information is never an excuse. You could hop on Google, you could have an answer to any question. So it's my job as your coach, as your big brother, as your mentor, as your guide for the next 6 months to really help you sort through that and to really break things down to a very fundamental level. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, and I've already received some feedback from people saying, well, I don't really care about goal setting. I want to know what to eat. I want to know how to exercise. And God's honest truth, guys, is if I just started like that and I just told you everything you need to know and everything you needed to do right away, you would immediately ask yourself a question internally. You would say, do I agree with this or do I not agree with this? And if you agreed with it, you'd probably follow through with it to some extent. And if you didn't agree with it, you wouldn't follow through. You disregard it. You probably quit the whole challenge. So it's my job to break everything down to its to its ultimate base, fundamental level, and build you guys up from square one. Whatever you think you know about getting in shape, about what's healthy, about different exercise programs, about different diet plans, I want you to forget it. I want you to forget everything you think you know, because truth is, if you were applying in your life the things that you thought you knew that were the best way to get results, you wouldn't be listening to this program right now. You'll notice too, as we have these podcasts, that I'm quite bold. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you guys the way it is, plainly and simply, because in my experience and from my point of view, that's the best way to talk to people. Just give it to them straight. I don't like it when other people sugarcoat things around me. I don't like it when they're extremely subtle. I just want to hear the way it is. So if you have a problem with that, too bad. But that's the way I'm going to communicate. So back on track. 6 months is about the shortest amount of time I felt that I could really break down everything that I think you guys really need to know and understand to build an outstanding physique and to keep it for life. I could go longer. I could make this a year challenge, or we could go even longer than that. But I think at some point, people are going to start dropping off. So, it's my job to kind of find that sweet spot. So 6 months. Basically, every week we're going to talk about a different topic, and we're very gradually going to be introducing new information. First couple of weeks, you're going to notice there's not a lot of specific instruction. There's not eat this, don't eat that, because you guys, quite frankly, aren't ready for that. So your first homework assignment, if you watch the video, put it on my YouTube channel Sunday. I said set a goal and communicate it to somebody. I'm going to tell you right now how my goal started. As a conference call goes on tonight, I'm going to tell you how it evolved. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you what my current goal is, and we're going to compare that to what most people's goals are. The way I'm going to work my website and this whole program is I'm going to leave these conference calls, I'm going to leave the videos I put up on YouTube, up on Facebook for the entire duration of the challenge, for the entire 6 months. After that, so January 1st, I'm going to slowly start taking it down. And after a while, it's only going to be available for my website. What I'm going to do with the website then is I'll give you access to the entire program. And my ebook that I previously sold off my website, essentially at a name your own price. You want to give me $1, give me $1. You want to give me $50, give me $50. But it's going to be donation based. There's too many people twisting your arm, doing whatever it takes for a sale. And to me, that's not how you do business. You put out the best possible product you can. You help as many people as you can. You give them as much as you can, possibly for free. And then if they feel that conviction in their heart where they want to help you out and then they're grateful for what you did, let them give whatever they want to give, however little or however much that might be. So that's how we're going to approach this. If you like the videos, if you like the information, if you like these conference calls, I want you guys to just like them or share it with your friends on Facebook. Like I said, this is going to be up for 6 months, so this information will be around for quite a bit of time. And, like I said, I want to help as many people as I possibly can. And you'll find pretty quick for the course of this challenge that, like I've said so far, this is not about me. This is about you. At any time, and I'll put my email address on the video for this conference call, and we'll put it up on Facebook. You can email me your homework assignments if you like. You can email me any questions you have. I'll do everything I can to get back to every single question I possibly can as soon as I can. And again, this is about me helping you guys as much as I can. So the program as a whole, every week we're talking about another topic. And the reason we're starting from ground zero very slow is if I just told you to grab a dumbbell, maybe an 80-pound dumbbell, curl it for your bicep, very likely you wouldn't be able to do it. You have to start very small. Some people have to start at 5 pounds. Some people have to start at 20 or 30 pounds. But the idea is you start small, and you build a little bit, and you get a little stronger, you get a little more knowledgeable every single week, and it's those very small improvements over time that lead to outstanding results. And this program is going to work the same way. So later on, we will talk about diet. We'll talk about exercise. We'll talk about cardio. We'll talk about supplementation. We'll talk about water. We'll talk about absolutely everything you could possibly want to know. And we'll talk about it in great detail. And at the end of these podcasts or conference calls, you feel free to ask me any questions you want that I'll give it to you straight. If you're listening to these not live, if you're listening to these via YouTube or freeconferencecall.com, and you have any questions, feel free to email me or just write them down and save them for another conference call. The very last conference call we have is going to be a brief summary of the program as a whole, and it's going to be a Q&A. We are also going to break down the program in essentially two 13-week blocks, so 26 weeks for the half year. First 13 weeks is going to be very basic, very fundamental, not really diving into too many specifics, but again, just laying that groundwork. You're going to be working with the knowledge that you already have, because we already all have some idea of what healthy food is. We all have some idea of what resistance training is, what cardio is, and in a sense, what's worked for us in the past and what hasn't worked for us in the past. So you're going to be exploring those options on your own. I'm going to be guiding you, and I'm going to teach you how to refine those things that you've already done before and how to get them to work for you, and we'll talk specifics later. But for right now, the most important thing that you guys can do is just get going. So for those of you thinking, I don't want to talk about goal setting, for right now, just do what you consider in your eyes to be good, whether it's eating healthier food, whether it's getting some kind of exercise. Just start doing something. Make a conscious effort to start getting in better shape. But like I said, today's main topic is goal setting. And I'm going to tell you right now, my goal, lose 60 pounds by the end of the challenge. I should also say really quickly, I'm on the volunteer fire department, so if I end this call abruptly, the alarm went off, there's a fire, and I have to go. It's not personal, but it's that, if the bell rings, that's a much higher priority than these. So my goal, 60 pounds in 6 months. And we'll dive into that a little bit later. So goals. We all know the importance of setting goals. There's no point in me diving too deeply into goal setting, because odds are you've heard it all before. If you've ever followed any kind of personal development program or any self-improvement program, you've likely already done a goal setting seminar, so I don't want to bore you to death. The worst part about goals is most people already know everything they need to know about it, so when they tend to hear the importance of setting goals, they tend to gloss over it. They tend to think it's not important. Why are they important? Well, goals give a precise destination for where you're heading. When a plane takes off from, let's just say, Chicago to head to Hawaii, they don't just get in the plane. They don't just take a general direction. They know exactly where they're going. Most of the time, they're off course. Due to changes in wind and altitude and just the navigation of the plane, they're off course most of the time. But the thing is, they slightly off course, they make a correction. They're good for a bit. They go slightly off course, they make a correction until they land in Hawaii on a dime. And you need to use that metaphor for this whole transformation. You need to know the direction that you're heading, and you need to know when you're not headed in the right direction so you can make that course correction. Goals acknowledge to your subconscious that action must be taken. Whether you know it or not, you are constantly setting goals. Most people wake up in the morning and their goal is just to make it through the day. Have you ever woken up and been super motivated and you just have this list of things in your head that you really want to get done? Obviously we tend to have more mornings where we get up and our first goal is getting coffee. So we get our cup of coffee. Next goal is hopping in the shower so we can make it to work on time, grinding out the 9 to 5, going home, having dinner, and then going to bed. Those are goals. So the reason most people don't have success, not only just in diet and fitness, but also in life, is because they have lousy goals. So goals acknowledge to your subconscious that action must be taken. You need to acknowledge to yourself right now that if you really want to lose weight, if you really want to improve your energy and your body image, the way you feel about yourself, you need to set better goals, because your current goals are leading you in a direction whether you know it or not. Odds are, if you're not happy with something in your life, they're leading you in the wrong direction. Goals empower you to believe that you can and will succeed. We tend not to set goals that are completely out of our realm of possibility. Like I said, most people's goals are get up, take a shower, have some coffee, go to work. But even when we set goals, let's just say we set a goal of, let's just say I want to make more money. What happens is you start focusing on that and you start asking yourself questions. Well, what can I do to make more money? How can I save more money? How can I spend less? and that becomes your focus, and you start suddenly becoming more aware of your actions, and you start heading in that direction. Goals provide a roadmap for how to achieve your goal. Most people say, well, I don't know how I'm going to lose 60 pounds. Let's just stick with the goal that I set. Um, Goals provide an action step. And the way they do that is you internally ask yourself questions. First, you set the goal, and then inside your brain says, well, how am I going to do that? And your brain's like a giant computer. Your brain is like Google, only a million times better than Google. So if you ask your brain a question, what your brain does is it searches all of your past experience and all of your knowledge, and it comes up with an answer. And the problem again is most people ask lousy questions. Most people wake up and say, oh, why do I have to go to work today? Most people ask, in terms of health and fitness, most people ask questions like, why am I so fat? And then your brain searches and it comes up with an answer like, well, because you can't stop eating chocolate. The problem is if you ask lousy questions, you're going to get a lousy answer. You start asking better questions like, how can I lose weight and enjoy the process? What's going to happen is your brain's going to start searching. It's going to say, well, I lost weight previously because I did this, and I really enjoyed this food that I was able to eat when I was on my diet. And you start searching for better ways to reach that goal, and it also gives you that step-by-step process. So goals provide a roadmap for how to achieve your goal. I said previously, my goal, 60 pounds in 6 months. I think it's important too to set a goal that is slightly beyond what you think you may or may not be capable of. Most people really don't know how strong they are, how much they're really capable of until they really push themselves. The old expression was, if you aim for the moon, you might not make it out of the atmosphere. You might land on top of the mountain. But if you aim for the stars, you probably land on the moon. I really butchered that, but that's the general idea. The thing is, if you aim the bar really, really high, if you fail and if you really work at that goal and you still fail, you're probably going to end up a lot further than you would have if you had set a crummy goal. Now, 60 pounds is going to sound really lofty to a lot of people. So let's break that down. That's 6 months, so that's 10 pounds a month. There's essentially 4 weeks a month, some months at 5. So comes down to about between 2 and 2.5 pounds a week. Most people that talk about diet and fitness talk about you should lose maybe 1 to 3 pounds a week. So it's certainly well within that very capable range. And again, small steps over a long period of time lead to outstanding results. Now, I got to be honest, I may not lose that much, may not have to lose much. But the important thing is setting a lofty goal, working towards it, and taking those smart daily action steps necessary to achieve that goal. Fundamentals of goal setting. Again, we're not going to get too specific into this because it'll likely bore you because you've heard it all before. You've probably all heard the expression that goals should be SMART, S-M-A-R-T. It's a mnemonic for remembering. I believe it's specific, measurable, achievable, reasonable, and timely. Truth is a lot of those are synonyms for basically the same thing. I kind of break it down into 2 steps. First, most important part of the goal is it's specific, it's measurable, and it's timely. So if I say I want to lose 60 pounds in 6 months, that's a lot more clear and a lot more precise than just having a really vague goal, like I want to lose weight, or I want to feel better, or I want to fit in smaller clothes. The problem with those is they're so vague, they really don't inspire you to take a lot of action and to be really motivated to achieve that goal. The A and the R, achievable and reasonable, you kind of lump together. You need to make sure your goal is essentially relevant to you. Ask the question, should a 140-pound woman lose 50 pounds? It's a lot more feasible that a 400-pound guy lose 50 pounds than somebody who's 140 pounds. You have to be brutally honest with yourself. Yes, set the bar high, but you need to realize, is this goal, is it feasible for me? Is it something that is going to be healthy to do? Like I said, make sure it's lofty. Your goal must have emotion behind it. You have to know what you're gaining. Otherwise, you're not going to be highly motivated to go for that goal. So instead of just saying I want to lose 60 pounds in 6 months, what if I said I want to lose 60 pounds while increasing my energy? What if I say I want to lose 60 pounds while feeling confident, sexy, and powerful the entire time? What if I say I want to lose 60 pounds of fat while maintaining or building muscle compared to how much I have now. All of those come with their own unique set of thoughts and emotions that they invoke. Each one is going to inspire you in a slightly different way to take either more action or slightly different action. You have to know what you're giving up. I don't just want to lose 60 pounds. I want to stop being short of breath. I want to stop having aches and pains in my knees and ankles and my back when I wake up. So you start combining these things. And again, once you have that goal, you must boldly communicate your goal to others. Positive pressure is good. One of the reasons I'm doing this challenge, yes, again, first help you guys, but I'm putting a tremendous amount of pressure on myself to come through and to get results because I'm doing these conference calls, because I'm doing these videos, because I'm going to start filming my workouts and putting them on YouTube for you guys to see. I have to lead by example here. There's tremendous pressure to follow through. My family right now, I love them to death. They're all in another room, and they're waiting for me to finish so we can come out and have dessert. So, I have to take that into perspective here too. We act in society like pressure is a bad thing. Like if you boldly communicate a goal and you don't follow through, like people are going to judge you. But the truth is, people aren't going to remember so much whether or not you achieve the goal. They're going to be impressed by your confidence and your certainty that you had to boldly proclaim that goal. Pressure is a good thing. Pressure forces you, to buck up or to man up, if you will, to achieve that goal. You've heard the old adage, haven't you? Pressure is how diamonds are made. Diamonds are nothing but, I guess now you can make them out of grandma. When people die, you can cremate them and get them crushed into a little diamond and wear them around your neck. But diamonds are incredible amounts of pressure and lots of heat. Is how diamonds are made. Think about, let me just use the bodybuilding metaphor quick. I could very easily diet down for a contest prep for a bodybuilding show. And bodybuilding contest preparation tends to be very isolated in nature. You tend to have a set schedule for every single meal. Everything is measured out. You have to eat your water at a certain time. You have to get your supplements at a certain time. You get your workouts at a certain time, your cardio at a certain time. You go to bed. You wake up at certain times. You tend to isolate yourself from a lot of people when you do that. Well, how much positive pressure am I putting on myself if I just tell myself that I'm going to die for a bodybuilding show compared to if I tell you guys, all my friends and family on Facebook, that I'm dieting down for a show? Now, on top of that, what if you guys share it with a bunch of people? What if you guys say, man, this guy knows what he's talking about. He really wants to help people. I want to help him help people. I'm going to share this. I'm going to tell people about this. How much more pressure do I have where I have to follow through, right? So pressure is a wonderful thing. You will get your best results in life when your back is to the wall and you are really working hard to achieve a lofty goal within a very specific time frame. That's when you tend to produce the highest quality of results in life. It's not when you have this endless amount of time and nobody knows that you're supposed to be working on something. Deadlines. Some of the best bosses I've ever had at work have been the ones that have, righted me the most, that have held me to a higher standard than anybody else and put a tremendous amount of pressure on me. I'm grateful for that. Most people tend to complain when their bosses are hard on them, but it's a wonderful thing. That's what will get you the highest quality of result of the work you do and will make you a better person because of it. So let's put all of these goals together. I started with just a vague goal. I would like to lose 60 pounds in 6 months. And shortly after this is over, I'm going to communicate that to my wife. So that's the ultimate pressure, right? Because you guys are married, there's nothing worse than letting your spouse down. So my final goal, and again, compare this to the first one. My final goal, I will lose 60 pounds by December 31st, 2014. I will maintain or build muscle mass while dieting. I will increase my cardio threshold greatly beyond where it is now. I will feel lean, fit, confident, and sexy at all times. I will no longer feel sad, heavy, or depressed or have poor body image. I will get rid of my back, ankle, and knee pain. I will achieve this by eating right and exercising daily. I will improve my performance with every workout. I will love the experience. I will help others along the way. Now, how much more empowering is that goal compared to I want to lose weight? So again, just glossing over goal setting quick. Couple factors, and again, your homework. And I use the phrase homework kind of loosely. Um, you're by no means obligated to do it, but again, it's positive pressure. If you would like to, email me your homework. I'd be more than happy to go through it with you guys. We can communicate via email. If you like, we can talk on the phone. Again, this challenge is all about you. This challenge is all about you guys. Um, and I want to lead by example in this challenge. I want to give you guys as much of my knowledge, passion, and experience as I possibly can. And I want you guys to set bold goals. I want you guys to really achieve it. A little history about me. I was going to gloss over on this before goal setting. But I think it's kind of important you guys kind of know where I'm coming from too. A little over a year ago, about a year and a half ago, when I found out my wife was pregnant, um, it was really stressful. Anybody been down that road before? Now we all have our different coping mechanisms, but for me it was always food. Um, Not exactly the healthiest choice. So I gained daddy weight, and for all the moms out there that have had kids, I can completely empathize with having stretch marks on your stomach and what that does for body image. I sadly have them too. Only mine weren't from a baby; mine was from a food baby. I can kind of laugh at it now, and maybe I shouldn't, um, because I know what it's like to look in the mirror and not feel the way you once used to. So for anybody going through that, um, trust me, I'm right there with you. Um, I'm not going to put any shirtless pictures up. I think those are always kind of tacky, the before and after pictures. We don't need to do that. Um, maybe near the end, depending on how it's going, but it really doesn't serve a purpose. Um, the Bible calls us to be modest, so um, I really don't want to do that, but you'll just have to take my word on that. Um, any body issue images that you guys may have gone through, whether you guys know what it's like to be made fun of, or to have somebody crack a joke about your weight and have it rub you the wrong way, and you kind of shrug it off and pretend it doesn't bother you, even though it does. Um, I'm right there with you, and I really want to help you guys through that part of it too. So um, that's why I preach so much about the importance of emotion goal setting. I want that to be something that you guys can get over. I want you guys to love the bodies that you're going to have in 6 months. I really want that for you guys. I want it for me. So um, that briefly covers goal setting. Your homework again: set a big, juicy, lofty goal and boldly communicate it, at least to a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody that you're really close to. But ideally, the more people that you can communicate it to, the better. Um, that positive pressure is only going to help. So that briefly covers goal setting. I'm going to open up the phone lines now. You guys have all been muted. If anybody has a question, go ahead and press *6, and that will unmute you. We'll take any questions you guys may have. There's a couple people on the line. Um, if there are no questions, that's fine too. And we'll just wrap this up. But next week, we're going to give you another homework assignment. I'll have a video up Sunday. Until then, feel free to ask me any questions you want on Facebook. Um, I'll put my email address on this conference call. I'll put this video on YouTube. So again, you can send me any and all your feedback, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys. So does anybody on the line have a question? No? Okay. Well, again, thank you guys so much for taking this time. I know you guys are tremendously busy. I'm busy too. And we all have families, and odds are if you're listening to this, you really do want to make a change in your life, and I can't tell you how much I want you guys to have that. So thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for taking this time out of your day. Again, if you like this conference call, if you like any information I put up, please share it on Facebook. I want to get as many people involved in this as we can. I want to help as many people as possible. And again, this is completely free through the end of the year, and beyond that, it's going to be whatever you want to pay for these videos, for these podcasts. So anywhere from $1 to whatever. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll put up another video on Sunday. Please send me your feedback. Leave your comments on Facebook. God bless you guys. Thank you. Bye.